What is up, everyone? Medialock here, and today we are back in action for another crash landing. And today we're going to be doing some pretty awesome stuff. So remember, guys, every 100 likes, we're going to open up a couple of these safari nets, and you know, your likes and appreciation just really means the world to me, and I love you. So last time I made the parts for this lumber axe, and I took my old lumber axe, and apparently whenever I added the I didn't notice this, but it still has a durability even when you add the hardened energy cell. So I had to actually repair. That's why it wouldn't let me add anything to it. So I went ahead and put all the manual parts on this guy and got him up to legend. I actually set out here. If we look over here, you'll see piles of dirt. Yeah, there's things of dirt. I actually took some jungle trees and let them grow, and then sit around and cut them down. I got several thousand charcoal out of it. And I got this all the way up to legend, and then I've used about 1,000 charcoal because I made some I made some graphite, and yeah, it's been doing that. So because today, hopefully NEI didn't give it away, but we are going to be making a turbine because I want all the power that belongs to me and belongs to you, and we need to put it in our bellies, and by bellies I mean the area. And that kind of stuff. So let's come down here, and I want to, let's open up a couple of these guys, and let's get out a couple of these guys and make sure that we're not going to die. So, oh, no, I didn't mean to kill you. I'm sorry. I'm sorry. Okay, let's open up another one of these guys. Oh, there we go. Okay, so he's dead. It's not really giving us any more interesting ones. I think we've already went through the interesting ones, like the invisible bats, and then like the invisible mushrooms, and just like the weird ones like that. I have this guy turned off right now just because it uses so much water. But we're back up to a kilobucket of water. I actually want to come over here and check this out real quick to see like how much storage that we have left. Let's see. So we got all the lava's filled up, and it looks like all the water, like it's just now starting to buffer the water, which is pretty sweet. And then how's everything else doing? I think I turned off the carrots and wheats because we were running low. I was actually thinking we could put fertilizers on these guys, and because fertilizer is actually pretty cheap. Let's see, fertilizer. Let's see. Yeah, see, that only costs wheat, string, sticks, and bone meal. And it makes 16. That's pretty cheap. And we need that for the wheat and carrots so we can actually do that stuff. So let's go ahead and start doing stuff. So what I'm going to do is I'm actually going to go to the town or the city that's way over there. And since I've been moving back and forth between the beta and then the official, we're on the official right now, the official version. I don't have any waypoints, but it's over that way somewhere else, so I'll have to go find it. I'm going to build a sink thing. Let's come up here. Let's see. So we need a sink. Let's see. What are these things called? Let me look this guy up real quick. Sink. I think I'm going to make a shell constructor and a shell storage. Something like that. Yeah, let's make a shell constructor and a shell storage. Yeah, it knows how to make all the sub recipes and stuff. I taught it how to do all that stuff. So, so we need to go over there because there's actually no way to get the turbine computer, or not the computer, the freaking whatever, the thing they use to turn it on and stuff. So we're gonna have to go grab that. Oh, and we already have a tesseract. Sweet. Let me go ahead and see, and we'll make a way to like transport ourselves from here to over there pretty instantaneously. So let me get some redstone energy conduit. Sweet. Let me throw all this stuff in here. Also, I kind of tore down all the 16K drives and been slowly like pouring all the stuff back in here. I've made 64K drives. This is as many as we got so far. And then let's go ahead and look at our block situation. We have 3,500 blocks of iron, and pretty much close to 3,000 of all the blocks except for like gold and ferrous and stuff like that. And looks like we're getting a lot of diamonds and emeralds and shiny and redstone and just all kinds of stuff. We're getting all kinds of stuff. That guy over there is working super well, our whole ore factory machine thing. And all this stuff is finally buffered. I told this to go up to 1,000. I told this to go up to 1,000, that to go up to 1,000. And I changed steel to 1,000. And I changed hardened glass because the turbine stuff actually uses a lot of hardened glass, a lot of steel, and a lot of that kind of stuff. I also put storage buses on our yellowite down there and our cyanite. So we look at, yeah, wait, what? Did I not hook cables up to you? Why you no have cables, good sir? Let's go. Oh yeah, I never hooked up the cable to this guy. Dang it. Let's. What? Why would? Okay, so that's hooked up now. So cyanide. So I've calculated how much turbine stuff we're gonna need. So before I pause it, I'm gonna tell you guys. So turbine. So we're going to be building an 11 by 11 by 14 reactor. So each of the glass takes one of these turbine housings, and we're going to need, let's see, a total of 722 turbine housings. So that's a lot, and 432 of it's actually going to be glass. So let's go back up here, and I feel like I've been talking a lot, just like at the beginning here before we actually start doing stuff. But yeah, let's go ahead and let's see. So turbine, we're going to need, what did I say, 722? Hopefully I'm correct. Let's do 722. Are you going to, oh, turbine? Oh, wow. Oh, what? You made extra. You stupid. And then the turbine glass requires hardened glass. That's so much. So now we need 432 glass. So let's see. 432. And this is going to eat all of our hardened glass up like crazy. It's going to use like 800 hardened glass. So it's going to be pretty ridiculous. But let's see. So 432. Yes. 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 So we have everything we need to build the actual reactor. So what I'm going to do, I'm going to pause it. I'm going to do the stuff over there, and I'll be right back, guys. Okay, so we're over here. Actually, that took about 5 seconds to get over here because I flew up super high and used the hang glider. So this didn't take that long at all. I thought, for some reason, I felt like it was going to take a while. But I flipped to like, oh my God, that was a horrible idea. Why did I do that? I think when we came over here before, we didn't have a jetpack. It was a while ago when we came over here. I can't remember. But there is the controller right here. What I think I'm going to do is I'm going to go ahead and hook up the stuff up here. So let's put the shell constructor and this over here. Let me, where do I want to stick this at? Maybe we'll stick this like right here, and then we'll stick this. Oh, we can't actually. Oh, it needs blocks, doesn't it? Dang it. Let me wrench this guy. So let's come down all the way to the bottom. Do I have the thing on? No, I do not. Let's come down here and let's stick it down here. You're gonna die, man. I'm sorry. You just gotta die, bruh. Okay, so we'll stick this guy right here, and we'll stick the shell storage over here, and we'll stick the constructor right there. Sweet. And then let's go ahead and hook this guy up to the power, and then it's going to be pretty sweet. So set frequency, let's go ahead and say receive only, and then there we go. Okay. So that's good. Let's go ahead and it broke my face. We got that guy. So can we, does this it won't let me, why won't it let me actually, like, can you not use these guys? That's really strange. I thought you could use these guys. Anyways, let's grab the controller, and let me come over here. We're going to need, we can actually grab some of this glass and stuff, but I guess it's not really needed right now. I could save on some glass. I might as well grab these guys as well, just so we kind of have them. And then does this, what is this? Oh, that's just a housing. Okay. Okay, I'm back over here at the base. So, I got all the stuff we need out of the ME. So now what we need is we need 64 blades. So that should be pretty easy. And then I got these 6 shafts, so I need 6 more of these guys. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. There we go. That's going to be easy. Now we need a rotor bearing, which should be pretty easy. Sweet. And we need 2 fluid ports. Yeah, 2 fluid ports. Okay, there we go. And I guess I'm going to grab 3 power ports probably. Maybe? Yeah, 3 power ports. So that should be good. Now the last thing we actually need is we need a couple fluid ports or coolant ports for the other guy here. So let's see. Let's grab Reactor. Oh, looks like I never actually taught the recipe to it. Let's see. Reactor coolant port. That'll actually be pretty. Wait, is that? No, that's an access port. Coolant. There we go. Yeah, coolant port. And that requires steel. Okay. Sweet. Let's go 1, 2, 3, 4. There we go. Now Reactor. We want 2 coolant ports right there. There we go. Sweet. Okay, so let's come down here. I have the Tesseract, right? Yeah, I have everything else I need. So let's go ahead and build this. I think what we're going to do is I think this episode I'm just going to build one because I don't think we have enough supplies to build a second one. And I don't think we have enough cyanide to build a second one because we start off with like 400. We only have like 173 left. So we're going to have to let that buffer a little bit. But what I want to do is I'm trying to think what was the middle of this guy. We want to do one. Okay, I'm back and I got this guy fully built. I just had to put all the glass and stuff. I went ahead and tore off the power taps that were here and put coolant ports. And it turns this reactor from I think a passively cooled to an actively cooled reactor. And this guy actually produces steam now instead of power. I went ahead and moved our power over and we're actually running out of power pretty quick. So what we need to do is this reactor is actually going to receive water and send steam. So let's see. So water, we want to, let's see, water. So yeah, receiving water. Let me grab this guy. And this guy goes right here. So water, receiving water. So once we get water, this will actually start working. Now we need steam. So that's water. Now we need to send steam. Okay, there we go. And this guy should, oh, we do not want to have that connected. So sending water, or yeah, receiving water and sending steam. So let's go ahead and put the fluid ports. I'm not sure where I'm going to put them over here. I guess I could just go ahead and stick them on the side, or we could stick them up here. So let's stick them right here. Actually, let's just go ahead and stick all 3 of these guys right here. And let me break in real quick. So I'm going to stick the fluid ports right here, and one of these is going to be output, one of these is going to be input. And let's go ahead and stick the controller right here. That'll be fine. And then we'll do all the other stuff here in a second. But, okay, so, and then this is going to be receiving steam and outputting water. So let me go ahead and grab these guys. So which one is steam? So that's water. And, so this is, yeah, receiving steam. Let me go ahead and grab this guy and stick him over here. Hopefully I'm explaining this right. It's kind of confusing with the Tesseracts. And this guy is sending water. Okay, yeah, this actually works out. Okay, sweet. There we go. So now this is all the water and steam is set up. And the reason I use Tesseracts is because Tesseracts can pump pretty much an infinite amount of stuff. And what's going to happen is it's only going to pump what it needs. So if this guy, or if this guy is going to require like, I think, 1,600 millibuckets a second of steam or something like that. I can't remember exactly. But this guy is only going to receive that much, and this guy's only going to pump that much. So Tesseracts work based on need, not just like how much it can actually do, which is what I like about Tesseracts. Anyways, let's go ahead and come over here, and now we need to do, let's come over here. I need to fly up to the top here. Oh, let me come up here, and then I need to fly up to the top, and we need to put a rotor bearing all the way up here to the top. A rotor bearing, sweet. And that's it, I guess, for that guy. Let's fly back down here. And then the rotor bearing is going to be connected to the shaft. Nah, I said shaft. Just ignore me. Yeah, so the rotor bearing is going to be connected to the shaft. And this guy is the guy that's going to receive the steam and start spinning. And that's going to be based on how many blades you get. So the calculation you need to know for how much steam to actually use per blade, it's 25 millibuckets of steam per blade. We're going to be using 64 blades. So I think that turns out to about 1,600 millibuckets. I'll have to calculate it here in a second. But let's do, let's see. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Okay, there we go. There we go. So this is 64 blades, and that leaves some room up here, and I'll explain what that's for here in a second. But let's go ahead and get out of here. And I want to, let's see, I think I want to put the power ports on the side right here. So let me go ahead and just kind of break this guy. And we'll need to get back in here, so I'm going to go ahead and break that guy and put the power ports right here. And this is going to produce a little bit over 20 RF a tick if the things are the same as I think what I'm used to. I'm not sure. But, okay, so we got that. Now, so this guy is pretty much ready. The last thing it needs is it needs some kind of block to capture the energy and transfer it into power. So you can use all kinds of blocks from this. You can use gold. I think you can use diamonds. But the best block you can use, as far as I'm aware, is Enderium blocks. So let's look up Enderium. We have 256, and I forget how many we're going to need. So we're going to need 8... 16, 24. I'm going to tell this to make 32. Actually, I'm just going to make 32 blocks. So what? 1, 2. Yeah, let's just make 32 blocks. Hopefully we have enough. I'm not sure if we will. Oh no, we're not. We're not going to have enough. Dang it. No, we're going to be so close. Dang it. Okay, so so it's going to start making some more Enderium. Okay, so while it's making more Enderium, I'm going to go ahead and come over here and place these guys down. It's going to just start making a mad amount of Enderium now because I have the level emitter set to 256, I think. But we're going to do, let's see, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. And then we're going to come down 1. And then come down 1. And now we just need, we're pretty close now. We need, let's see, 4 more. Okay, yeah, we need 4 more. So I'm going to pause it. I'm going to let that guy do its thing, and we'll be right back. Okay, we're back. So I have enough Enderium now, so we can complete the thing. But we're going to need some waters and an initial buffer to get, like, the reactor and stuff to start making steam. Once we get the initial water, though, it should be self-sufficient and make enough steam on its own. A lot of people say the reactors guzzle a lot of water, but that's actually not true. If you build an efficient build, they should actually be able to just self-sufficiently handle each other. So let's just, for now, I'm just going to stick this here. I'm going to say water reactor, and then I'm going to turn this guy off, and we're going to say sending fluid? Yeah, sending water. So let me go ahead and fluid export bus into this guy, and then I need a water bucket. Let's see. Can I make a water bottle? Yeah. Okay, so we're gonna say water, and then this should work. I guess water bottles work. Anyways, let's come down here and we'll check it out anyways and see if it actually does work. So we should be receiving water into this guy. Yeah, okay, water bottles do work. So let's fly back in here and place our last bit of Enderium. The Enderium is really expensive. This whole build is really expensive, especially in this mod pack. But we got it. Let's go ahead. Oh, dang it, I messed this up. I need glass. I put all the stuff back. We need 2 pieces of glass, and the reactor should be done. Now let's go ahead. Okay, and then let's rotor blades must be placed closer to the rotor bearing than all the other parts inside a turbine. Oh, I need to put the rotor the bearing in the bottom, I guess. Dang it. Let me grab a, let's see, turbine housing. Yes. Okay, so let me fly up here real quick. For some reason, I thought you could put it at the top or bottom. That's my bad, guys. So let's just fly up here, and then we're going to fly all the way down to the bottom of this guy, and hopefully, I guess it would probably be easier if I just broke in from right here. Yeah. There we go. So we're going to stick the rotor bearing right there, stick the shaft right on top of that, and stick these guys back, and there we go. This should be good now. This should form up, I'm pretty sure. There we go, it formed up. Nice. Okay, so what I want to do is let's go ahead and activate the reactor here. Yeah, as you see, we get max steam, which is sweet. So now we got max steam. Let's go ahead and check this guy over here. We have max steam, so let's change the, I think it's 1600. Let me, yeah, I think it's 1600. Yeah, actually, let me put all this back up here. Alt, is it alt? Yeah, it's alt. Okay, so yeah, the 1600 millibuckets tick. We're gonna go ahead and activate turbine, and the turbine's going to slowly start spinning. And then this part actually takes a while. It's going to take a while to build up and eventually get to its top speed. But yeah, so we're at 400 RPMs. Sweet. We're making 500 RF a tick. So the turbines actually have a couple sweet spots. It has a 900 RPM sweet spot and an 1800 RPM sweet spot. I think this is a slow moving turbine if I remember correctly, so this is going to be about 900, maybe. But yeah, as you see, oh wow, this guy is spinning fast. Oh wow, this guy is spinning fast. I don't remember ever spinning that fast before. Anyways, okay, so yeah, we're starting to build power. It's making 1500 off a tick. What I want to do is let's go ahead and hook this power back up. So let me break down into here. Let's go ahead and hook up the redstone back up. I just want to say right here. Sure, why not? There we go. Sweet. That is what I'm talking about, baby. Let's go ahead and place this guy back. There we go. Okay, so let's grab these guys right here. I'm going to go ahead and just grab all of this stuff. There we go. Sweet. And then we're going to stick this guy right here, this guy right here. And let me go ahead and deactivate this. So we want to accept from the back and output to the bottom. Okay, we're back, guys. So another neat trick I forgot to mention is you can actually disengage the coils. And what that means is it won't actually use these coils up here, so it doesn't transfer energy, so that means it'll speed up faster. And once it gets up to high speed, you can actually re-engage the coils. And there we go. So I'm actually past the speed here, and it's going to slowly start going down until it finds a nice medium, but it's going to be around 1800 RPMs. And look at this, guys. We're producing 20K RF per tick. 20,000 RF per tick. And like I said, this guy can support a second one and maybe even a third one. Oh, wow, the lags are real for this guy. But maybe even a third one. So we're going to put a second one over here, and it's going to be pretty sweet. Now that I think about it, I might want to build a building that's kind of far away for this just because, I mean, I guess it doesn't really hurt my frames that bad, but at certain points, like if I spin around real quick or do some weird stuff, maybe if I'm like running in, loading in the chunk, it's going to cause me to get a little bit of frame lag. But what I want to do is I'm going to set all these guys to, let's see, 7,000. And there we go, because it's going to produce about 2,100 off a tick, so I figured we might as well just make our outputs about the same. Now, I think the next thing what I really want to do is let's grab a Tesseract. Let's see, Tesseract. I'm going to make 2 of these guys. And I'm not sure exactly how much it's going to have to do on that. Let's check out our Enderium here. So we have 100 Enderium again, which is pretty sweet. While it's making the Tesseracts, we should be getting energy pretty fast. Yeah, we're getting energy really fast, which is nice. Let's check out, is this... Yeah, okay, so it's still working. It's still working. So, yeah, it looks like it's about the same as what it produced in Monster, which is pretty nice. And also, you'll know if you're using the correct amount of steam and stuff per tick, because this will say 100% right here. And you see it says 64 out of 64 blades are actually being used. If I had, let's say, 1,500 millibuckets a tick, it would, you know, be a lower percentage or whatever. So, yeah, it wouldn't be 100%. But yeah, it looks like this guy's about to balance out here pretty soon. We're going to produce around 20K RF a tick. And it's going to be freaking fantastic. So let me go ahead and grab a Tesseract here. Let's see. Tesseract. Yeah, there we go. And what I want to do is I'm just going to stick these guys back on here. And yes, and I'm just going to say power. And we're just going to make sure we send all the power equally into the thing. So I'm going to turn these guys off. And we're going to say sending energy. Sweet. And that should be going up there. Sweet. And then power. There we go. Okay, so we're producing twice as much power. We have one steam turbine. We're going to do another one in the future. But I'm going to go ahead and call this episode here. If you guys enjoyed, make sure you go ahead and click that like button. It's really helped me out. I love y'all's faces. And I'll see you guys next time. Also, thumbs up for awesome turbine action. Okay, guys. So this is several hours later. I've rebuilt this turbine like probably 8 times. So the way I built it before was technically right. I was going to use my old turbine off of Feed the Bee sponsor, but I did the blades wrong on the turbine I built before. So before it was 11 by 11 by 14, and actually you're supposed to extend the blades out 4 wide. and it goes up 4. So you'll have like a 4x4, and it'll end up being 64 blades. And then you'll have a 7 tall Enderium stack, and it works out fine, except for it's a slow moving turbine. It only moves at 900 RPMs. And it actually produces the exact same amount of power as what this does. So I decided, after rebuilding it like several times and trying to get as much power out of stuff as I possibly could, I tried adding blades, removing blades, and trying to get a nice balance. Well, I decided to just go back what we had before, but what I did was, so instead of having short and fat blades, which you guys haven't seen me do any of this, this pretty much looks the same, except for now the box around it is skinnier. So anyways, so I just came to the conclusion that I finally got this, so I kept what we made during the video, and I just made the box around it smaller. So now this is a 7x7x14. So we actually save on a bunch of glass and a bunch of housings. So that actually works out really, really well. And as you see, I actually started building a turbine over here, but I'm going to have to tear this down and make it short and skinny. So this uses less room, less resources, and that kind of stuff, and it still produces the same amount of power. So what I've done is it says we're using 69 blades, and I actually tried to put 68 blades on here, but for some reason the power and RPMs doesn't go up as much. So I've decided to make this a little less efficient. So normally this would be 1600 millibuckets a tick for 64 blades. Well, I've bumped it up to 1700, and actually, let's see, I'm gonna bump this down to that 1740, we'll just say around there, and it gets to really close. I've been trying to get it to exactly 1800 RPM, so I'm gonna have to tweak this a little bit over time, and it produces 20,800 RF a tick a second. So yeah, this is my final design, 7x7x14. And yeah, sorry I built it wrong before, but I've actually recorded several segments of me changing the design. And at first I had it big and fat, and then I had the blades in there fat, and then a bunch of Enderium blocks and stuff. But I decided this is probably the best. It uses less resources, and or the less resources out of all of them, and it produces the same amount of power. So yeah, this is pretty much it, guys. I want to just go ahead and I'm gonna go to sleep now, because this, like I said, it was late before when I did the video, and now it's really late because this is seriously probably like 3 hours later. So I'm gonna go to sleep. This is the final design. I'm sorry that I messed it up during the video, but hopefully you guys understand. I'll probably put a little tooltip at the beginning and maybe even at the end of exactly how many resources this takes to create and that kind of stuff. But anyways, I'm gonna call it there. I love you guys, and I'll see you next time. Yay!